Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and welcome the class of 2021 and their fourth-year cloakers. Please be seated. Good afternoon and welcome, everyone. I'm Doug Brothwell. I'm the Dean of the College of Dentistry. I thank you for coming out today for our ceremony. And I'd like to start today's ceremony by acknowledging that we are on Treaty 6 territory and homeland of the Métis. We pay our respects to our First Nation and Métis ancestors, to the First Nation Métis ancestors of this place, and reaffirm our relationship with one another. Invited dignitaries, faculty and staff, parents and loved ones, fourth-year cloakers, and of course, class of 2021 students. Welcome to the College of Dentistry 2019 White Coat Ceremony. Class of 2021, about a year and a half ago, you were handpicked from a very large group of students who wanted to get into dentistry. You've each now demonstrated that you have the knowledge and the skills that are required to start focusing on patient care. Today we celebrate the transition from lab to clinic and from mannequin to patient. This year also marks a minor update in our white coats that you are being given, with two changes. One being a change from the term U of S to describe the University of Saskatchewan to USask to reflect our new official abbreviation for the University of Saskatchewan. Secondly, the college crest has been changed. It has been put back to the original color and shape of the college crest from nearly 50 years ago. So a small change which is hard to see, but it's an important one for the college. But one thing that has not changed, and that is our college motto. Underneath the crest are the words, and I've been practicing my Latin before this, Meloria Scientiam Artem, which translated means in Latin, excellence through knowledge and skill. Okay? So this has always been our focus at the College of Dentistry, and I encourage you now, as we go through this ceremony, to remember to always aspire towards that excellence. And as you grow your knowledge and skill further over the next clinical phase of your training, class of 2021, and then throughout the rest of your career, keep that motto in mind. It's the tradition of the college, and it is the tradition that we expect everyone to carry forward. Now, it gives me great pleasure, to introduce our dignitaries who are present. And perhaps as I call your name, if you could just do a little wave and perhaps stand and acknowledge the group. On the left of the group in front of me, Dr. Patty McDougall, Vice Provost for Teaching and Learning. Next to her, we have Mr. Eric Ullison, MLA for Saskatoon University. Next in line, Dr. David Buckingham, MLA for Saskatoon Westview. I believe next in line we have Mr. Mohammed Fiaz. Is MLA for Regina Pasqua, is Mr. Fiaz not here. I have next on my sheet Ms. Colleen Young, MLA from Lloydminster. Next I have Dr. Hilary Stevens, President for the College of Dental Surgeons of Saskatchewan. And beside Hilary, we have a graduate from the best dental class to come out of the University of Saskatchewan, Dr. Mitch Tyon, class of 1984, and our keynote speaker tonight. Mitch, nice to see you. Mitch and I, of course, are classmates. Next, I have Dr. Diego Ardengui, the Acting Associate Dean Academic. And finally, at the end of the line, Dr. Jerry Uzwak, the Acting Clinic Director for the college. Now, immediately behind those, and I'm not going to, in the interest of time, I won't introduce individuals, but we have the CDSS Council, and so I'll ask you all to rise. That's the College of Dental Surgeons of Saskatchewan, the council. I'll ask you all to rise, please, to be acknowledged. We do have some dignitaries who will be providing messages and greetings at our event today, so I'll start out with Dr. Hilary Stevens, who, of course, as I said, is president of the College of Dental Surgeons, and she will be delivering the message from them. Dr. Stevens was born in Regina and eventually moved to Saskatoon to continue her university studies. In 2004, she graduated from the College of Dentistry and subsequently went on to complete a general practice residency at the Royal University Hospital. Since 2005, she has maintained a family general dentistry practice in Saskatoon and has been on the council for the College of Dental Surgeons for the past 10 years and is currently serving as the president. When she's not working on professional things, she spends the remainder of her time with her husband Jay and their daughters Ella and Drew and their son Eric. Hilary, if you'd come up.
Thank you, Dean Brothwell, for that introduction, and welcome fellow faculty members, honorable dignitaries, other honored guests, and of course the class of 2021. The College of Dental Surgeons of Saskatchewan is honored to be invited to share in the milestone achievement of the class of 2021 graduates. Today, in the presence of your dedicated family, friends, and faculty, we applaud your accomplishments and support your commitment to uphold the spirit of the professional code of conduct. With this white coat ceremony, we celebrate the next phase of your professional development as you begin your journey into the clinical setting and finally get to say goodbye to your mannequins. Embrace the privilege to care for real patients who often say, "It's not you, but I just don't like dentists," but who will continue to trust you with their care. The highlight of your career will be your patients, their stories, their struggles, and their smiles. So remember to relish the company of your patients. However, caring for people will have its challenges, but allow the spirit of professionalism and its values of fairness, integrity, responsibility, and respect to guide you through these difficult times. Believe passionately, in what you do, and never compromise your ethics and values. Always remember it is rarely what you do, but how you do it that is the mark of true professionalism. Strive to be a leader in your community, to always be honorable, to continue to earn your professional distinction, and to enjoy this wonderful and rewarding career. I am confident that the graduates of the class of 2021 will only enrich our dental profession. Our sincerest congratulations and best wishes. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Stevens. Our next speaker, Dr. Patty McDougall, is Vice Provost for Teaching and Learning at the University of Saskatchewan. She'll be bringing us greetings on behalf of the university. Dr. McDougall serves as Vice Provost and is a developmental and educational psychologist who studies social relationships in childhood and adolescence, as well as academic transitions, including the move into post-secondary education for diverse student groups. In her role as Vice Provost, Dr. McDougall oversees a broad portfolio that includes student affairs and services, alongside supports for and innovational developments in teaching and learning both on campus and in distributed contexts. Her work includes the development and implementation of Aboriginal initiatives, including students and academic programming, in partnership with a range of stakeholders. Dr. McDougall.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. It's a distinct privilege for me to be here with you this afternoon to represent the university and to greet you and to take part in this year's White Coat ceremony in dentistry. And first, I would like to offer my thanks to Eric Olofsson and Colleen Young and David Buckingham and to Dr. Stevens. Thank you very much for being here, for coming to be present today. When I saw the lineup of MLA representation, I was, wow, what's going on? Something's happening. And I thought, well, maybe they're scouting. They might be scouting in advance for a new dentist, so that's a possibility. And then I thought, you know what? This is the way that our MLAs show their support for the University of Saskatchewan, and we are very grateful for that support and that investment of their time. And so I thank you for being here, and Dr. Stevens, thank you for your words of introduction as well. I welcome all of you to the University of Saskatchewan, especially our family and friends of the students that are here today. And I've learned, as I think many of you have along the way, that these ceremonies matter. And in the case of the White Coat ceremony, each of our second-year dentistry students have worked extremely hard to get here. You have, our students, entered an outstanding dentistry program. We are very proud of what the college has accomplished and prouder still of how our College of Dentistry continues to innovate to bring high-impact learning practices and experiences into the curriculum. My sincere thanks to Dean Brothwell for all of the energy he is bringing to each of those endeavors on a daily basis. You're here because you've earned your way here, and among other things today, the ceremony formally marks your entrance into a clinical environment working with real, live patients. You take on even more of the responsibility of someone in the profession of dentistry. And from my perspective, it's important that the University of Saskatchewan, it's important to the University of Saskatchewan that dentistry is so completely invested in its students through the celebration of these beginnings, and they do it extremely well. So I'd like to thank members of the professional community, my faculty and staff colleagues who are here today who support this celebration. The university holds an underlying belief that learning works best when all partners are working together and when there is a common goal or set of goals and pursuits. And to be serious about how important that partnership is, we have a foundational document that we refer to as the University of Saskatchewan Learning Charter. Our Learning Charter maps out essential learning pursuits for every University of Saskatchewan students, including the pursuit of truth and understanding, the pursuit of knowledges, the pursuit of integrity and respect, the pursuit of skills and practices, and finally, individual and community pursuits. If we went through the curriculum in dentistry element by element, I know that we would be able to draw a straight line from the specifics to each of those overall pursuits. Our learning charter was originally drafted in 2010 and recently revised and approved to reflect the changing priorities of our university and who we aspire to be. And one of the major priorities for the University of Saskatchewan at present is the work that we're doing around Indigenous knowledge and Indigenous worldviews. This focus comes at least in part from the calls to action issued by the Truth and Reconciliation Commission. Among the more than 24 calls to action that are directed to universities is the call to ensure that our students pursuing degrees and practices in the areas of health are fully culturally competent and fluent in their understanding of Indigenous health issues. The University of Saskatchewan is committed to making that happen, and I'm asking you, this class, as you enter this next very important phase of your dentistry studies, to find ways to ensure that the power that you are going to hold in your profession, the power that you are going to have as a dentist, manifests itself in tolerance, compassion, knowledge, and understanding. And on behalf of the university, alongside the College of Dentistry, I offer you today a commitment from the institution's role in that learning charter, and I commit that we will continue to provide opportunities to ensure quality in what we have to offer, to continue to create the appropriate environment, and to support your learning. I offer you my best wishes for an extraordinary remainder of this year as you enter into your clinical studies, and my warmest congratulations to all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Dr. McDougall. I'm going to ask you to please indulge me to go off the written agenda just for a minute. And just based on Dr. McDougall's comments about quality of educational programming, I had one of our graduates from last year stop by my office last night. This graduate is off doing a hospital residency program at another university somewhere in North America. I won't out this person for who it was, but relayed to me the message that when, on the very first day of the residency, the program director said, "Oh, I hear you're from the University of Saskatchewan. Oh, good. We'll be able to start further on in the program." So I thought that was a really good kudo for us. So back to the program. It gives me great pleasure to introduce our next speaker, Mr. Eric Olofsson, MLA for Saskatoon University, who will be giving greetings on behalf of the government. So I'm giving you a degree as you walk up. Eric was elected MLA for Saskatoon University on April 4th, 2016. Born and raised in Saskatoon, he has called Saskatoon University constituency home for most of his life. He has served the city of Saskatoon as Ward 8 councillor and has been involved with the Knights of Columbus, and I don't know what the acronym is, but SREDA, Board of Directors, Pearyland Park Board, District Planning Commission, Regional Oversight Committee, and is past president of the East College Park Community Association. Eric's experience at the civic level helps him to bring the right understanding to the issues and challenges that face the people of Saskatoon, and he currently serves as the Legislative Secretary for Parks, Culture and Sport, and as a member of the Standing Committee on Intergovernmental Affairs and Justice, the Standing Committee on Private Bills, and the Government Caucus Management Committee. When he's not giving his time to helping support what we all need done, Eric and his partner Donna Lynn have one son and 3 daughters. There.
Well, thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for that kind introduction. It's always humbling to hear it. It's really long, but I want to welcome you all to the best constituency in the province, Saskatoon University. And I'm pleased to be here on behalf with my colleagues from the legislature, David Buckingham, Colleen Young, Todd Gowdy from Melfort. I'd also like to acknowledge our dignitaries, Dr. Uswak, Dr. Brothwell, Dr. Stevens, Dr. McDougall, other dignitaries, associates of the college, students of the class of 2021, guests, and of course, most importantly, the parents and the families. Welcome here to your university. I'm pleased to be here on behalf of Premier Scott Moe, Advanced Education Minister Tina Beaudry-Miller, and your government of Saskatchewan. Congratulations to the class of 2021. Today marks a milestone as you move from the classroom into your clinical studies. You should be proud of what you achieved. The College of Dentistry is regarded across Canada as a leader in education with a growing research portfolio. The small class sizes at the college allow students to receive more targeted interactions with professors and patients, gaining greater exposure to all of the disciplines. The college is also unique by offering direct patient care through the student dental clinic with over 10,000 visits every year. The college is founded on the principles of professionalism, ethical integrity, service to society, and respect for patients. The white coats you receive today signify your commitment to these principles as you approach the next phase of your education. I hope your clinical experiences are valuable and help you transition into professional practice. And I encourage each of you to consider staying here after graduation. Under the Graduate Retention Program, you could receive up to $20,000 in tax credits on the tuition you paid if you live and work here at home. Congratulations again on this exciting transition. I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Our next speaker, a good friend of mine, classmate, and if I remember right, the winner of the gold medal in our year in dentistry when we graduated, Dr. Mitch Tyon. Our keynote speaker for the day. Dr. Tyon graduated from dental school at the university in 1984 and practiced general dentistry in Assiniboia, Saskatchewan. He was elected to the Council of the College of Dental Surgeons of Saskatchewan in 2003, served on many college committees while on the college. He was president of the college in 2008 and 2009 and was appointed to the Canadian Dental Association's Board of Directors in 2010, elected vice president of the Canadian Dental Association in 2016, and became president of the Canadian Dental Association in April of this year. One of the very few Saskatchewan dentists who have gone on to the presidency, national presidency. Mitch and his wife Monique have 3 children. They love to travel all over Canada meeting friends and colleagues from coast to coast to coast. Winner of the gold medal and class president every one of the years while I was in dental school, Dr. Mitch Tyon.
Thank you, Dr. Brathwell, for that kind but too long introduction. Invited dignitaries, faculty, staff, dental students, that's what we're here for, the dental students, families and friends, good afternoon. It's both an honor and a pleasure to be here with you today. It's always good to be back on campus. It's always good to be back in my favorite dental school across Canada. One of the things I've done this year is I've taken my opportunity to travel to visit as many dental schools as I have. We have 10 in this province, in this country, and I've managed to get to 5. I've got a few more on the list. But I can tell you they're all good schools, but my favorite is right here. This room brings back some memories for me. And at my age, memories are a good thing because we don't always remember everything. The first time I was in Convocation Hall was actually to write my dental aptitude test back in 1978. That's how old I am. In 1978, the then new dental school clinic wasn't open yet. That's how old I am. So today's an exciting day for the class of 2021. And I want to begin by congratulating the families and supporters that have been with you guys every step of the way. Without them, and for for the people that have been supporting, they actually feel like they're going through dental school with you. That's how involved they are. The good parts and the not so good parts, because dentistry is hard, and you're going to need their support right through to the end. So if we could take a moment just to congratulate the families and the supporters, please. Now, I want to also congratulate, of course, the class of 2021 on reaching this milestone in your dental education. Dentistry is a fulfilling and rewarding profession, and you have made a great career choice. At the Canadian Dental Association, we believe that the future of the dental profession rests with the dental students today. Now, every generation thinks they've had the best years. My dad, who was a dentist, thought he had the best years. I would suggest to you, my generation thinks they have had the best years. But I'm here to promise you that the future of dentistry for you is very, very good, and you guys are going to have the best years as well. During my career, I have witnessed 3 generations of dentists: my dad's, mine, and the future dentists here in the room in front of us. And I can tell you with firsthand experience that dentistry has evolved tremendously during that time. Today, dentists are assuming more responsibility as primary healthcare providers than ever before. And that trend will continue throughout your careers. Another growing trend is the concept of wellness for healthcare providers. Essentially, if we are to help our patients to be well, we have to be well as well, right? We have to have wellness ourselves. So as healthcare providers, you have to be well. Very simple concept, a little harder to do. Now, wellness is a focus for the dental profession right across the country, at the Canadian Dental Association and every dental association right across Canada. And I am so thankful to hear that those wellness skills are part of your dental school curriculum here at the U of S. 2 years ago, the Canadian Dental Association's Board of Directors established a Future of the Profession Task Force. Now, the mandate of that task force was to answer a question: what will dentistry look like in 10 or 15 years? That's probably pretty important to you guys. The task force found that today's dentists are facing many, many challenges. Changing disease patterns, innovative technologies, new business models, and evolving societal expectations. When you combine that with a rapidly aging population, many of which have chronic medical conditions, and on a greater emphasis on serving vulnerable groups, including Indigenous peoples, the status quo for the dental profession just isn't going to cut it. Things will change. Now, these emerging trends will transform your role as future dentists and how you and your team care for and interact with your patients. When you graduate as new dentists, the scope of your work will be broader than ever before. Your career will be one of lifelong learning and constant change. Dentists will provide person-centered care based on a person's values, their needs, and their aspirations. This means you need to spend more time getting to know the person in your chair. To me, this involves building a personal relationship with a patient so we not only understand their medical history and their dental history, but also other influences within their life that might influence their actual treatment decisions when they come to see you as a dentist. Things like, are they working 3 jobs? Do they have kids? What's their support system like? It's these personal interactions and cultivating a trusted and valued relationship with our patients that is increasingly recognized as essential to providing quality care as dentists. And I think as dentists, we don't just treat the disease, we care for the whole person. A recent study asked the public what qualities they wanted from their healthcare professionals. The public said they wanted them to be empathic, forthright, confident, humane, thorough, and above all else, personal. So while you're at dental school, and I know I can remember back in dental school the kind of stuff that we did. While we were at dental school, we learned a lot of new techniques, clinical skills, to become competent at providing those clinical services when we got out into practice. It is equally important to become a good communicator. Take the time while you're at dental school to develop your patient communication skills. Believe me, they're going to come in handy when you get out into practice. Now, while we're on the topic of patients, I have a few observations I'd love to share with you. We all owe a great deal to the patients that we look after while we're at dental school. Think about it. Without them, none of us would graduate. It's pretty much that simple. Dentistry might become routine for us, but I can assure you it is never routine for our patients. Keep that in mind. With that, I have a suggestion for you, and it's something that I came to a little later in life because I didn't do enough of it, so I'm going to share it with you, and hopefully you'll be better at it than I was. And it's pretty simple, actually. Sit in a dental chair. Let somebody work on you. Get a patient's perspective once in a while. As dentists, we always sit in that chair right beside the dental chair, right? Sit in the one the patients sit in. It'll give you a different perspective. What might seem routine to us is very foreign for them, and I think we need to appreciate that. Dentistry has many career opportunities. For many of you, you'll become general dentist or a dental specialist. But I would suggest to some of you, maybe just a few, that you consider an academic or a research career in a dental school. I was speaking to a dean from a dental school down east, and he shared with me a recipe that a dental school would like from each class for 1 or 2 of them to consider that academic or that research career. It could be very rewarding. At the U of S, we've been so fortunate that we have some of those people who have dedicated that life. Some of them are in this room. In my class alone in 1984, which appropriately Dr. Brothwell called the best class to ever come out of the dental school, but we have 3. We have Dr. Brothwell, we have soon-to-be Dr. Bohe, who's getting here any day now, I think. He's here somewhere. Hopefully I get to run into him. I haven't seen him in a while. And Dr. Monteith. We have 3 of them. And they've contributed tremendously, as all the other people that have been on faculty and staff. So I encourage you to think of that. Another career choice that's out there that's a little more recent is the idea of working in a community-based healthcare clinic, providing dental care, either part-time or full-time. You can do it volunteer, you can do it, some of them are not-for-profit, there's all different kinds of models. Anyway, consider that. While you're at school, explore those opportunities Talk with your faculty members. Talk with the clinicians on the floor. They're good people to ask questions for, that's for sure. Now I'd like to take a moment to talk to you about the College of Dentistry as it marks its 50th anniversary. And Dr. Brothwell alluded to it before, but I'm going to repeat it anyway. As CDA president, I have crisscrossed the country visiting dentists wherever I go. One of the first questions we all ask each other is, where'd you go to dental school? And without fail, and I'm not making this up, without fail, they all say the dental grads coming out of U of S are some of the best. He mentioned it earlier about somebody who stopped in and visited him yesterday. I've heard that a million times. So you should be proud of the dental school that you're coming from, and you should support it. Because someday they're going to come knocking on your door for help or for money. And they should. This is an institution, a university, a setting that has given you your livelihood, given you the privilege to become a dentist. Not many people get to do that. I lost my train of thought. I'm going to have a look here. Yeah, that's good. Okay. The majority of Canadians here have great dental health, most of them. And Canada is recognized internationally as providing some of the highest quality dental care anywhere in the world. But then how is it that even in a developed first world country like this, like Canada, that we still have vulnerable groups that do not have access to good dental care? Good question. We haven't figured out the answer yet, but we're working on it. As a profession, and that includes the class of 2021 and the other dental students here, we have a professional responsibility to work with those groups to improve their oral health. We have that responsibility. And that is why I want to take a moment just to congratulate the dental students that have been involved and that are actively involved in supporting the Student Dental Free Clinic at Saskatoon West. Congratulations to you guys. And I encourage all the dental students to take advantage of the opportunity to offer your skills and your services to help someone in need like that. It'll be some of the most satisfying experiences that you will ever have as a dentist. It's been some of my most rewarding moments as a dentist to help someone in need, often for free. And I think it's important for you to remember that as dental students, you already represent our profession. You represent dentistry to the person in front of you in the chair, out at the grocery store, out in your community. You are a dentist, and you represent us. You have skills that very few other people have. Sharing those skills with someone less fortunate is always the right thing to do. I'm almost done. Before closing, I want to leave you with one more thought. As a Canadian Dental Association's president, I travel across the country representing the dental profession. Now, my personal experience being involved at the provincial and national level have been some of the most rewarding of my whole career, bar none. I have met and learned so much from so many great people from across this country. It has made me a better dentist, and it has offered me an opportunity to give back to my profession. I encourage all of you to get involved in your profession at whatever level suits you. Work at the dental school, join your dental society, become a member of the College of Dental Surgeons. Whatever works the best for you. This is your profession, and the College of Dental Surgeons and the Canadian Dental Association are your organizations. I know there are many leaders in this room, and I have no doubt there are future College of Dental Surgeons presidents and future Canadian Dental Association presidents in this room. I want to congratulate the class of 2021, and on behalf of CDA, I wish you every success as you take your next steps in your dental career. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks, Tom.
Thank you, Dr. Tyan. I can assure you that we are active in the process of building the next group of leaders, and in fact, a lot of them are sitting right in this room. Our final speaker, and Bilawal, I saw you're sitting right in the middle, so good luck in getting out of there, but is Mr. Bilawal Hussain, second-year class representative, who will speak on behalf of his class. Bilawal was born in Chistian, Pakistan, and raised in Dubai in the United Arab Emirates. He moved to Toronto, Canada in 2004, and 5 years later to Saskatoon. He graduated from Evan Hardy Collegiate in 2012, and then attended the University of Saskatchewan, where he received a Bachelor of Science in Physiology and Pharmacology. He continued his education by pursuing a commerce degree at Edwards School of Business before being accepted into the College of Dentistry. And in his spare time, when he's not in school, getting more degrees, he enjoys staying active by playing competitive sports and weightlifting. Bilawal.
I did not think that would be read out loud. Okay, thank you, Dr. Bothwell. Good afternoon, faculty, honored guests, family, friends. My name is Bilawal Hussain, and I am the second-year class rep. It is my honor to be speaking on behalf of my class today on what this ceremony means to us. It's been a year and a half since we entered dentistry, and it's been hard, but we've made it here. And through this time, these challenges have brought us together into the family we are today. The white coat ceremony marks a milestone in our academic career. See, throughout university, there have been many instances where we've worn white coats through labs, classes, and undergraduate. Therefore, it isn't necessarily about the coat, but about what it represents. It's a symbol of trust that is being placed upon us by not only by our professors, but by our patients. The transition from preclinical simulation work to the clinic, where we see patients. In preclinical, we work with dentiforms, which are basically mannequins. And my mannequin, Bob, let me tell you guys a little about Bob. Amazing guy, the best patient, always on time. And the best thing about him, he has never complained about my terrible drilling. But in the coming months, when we transition from preclinical to clinical, a lot of things will change. In the clinic, we will face many challenges working with patients. It's going to be a new learning curve. How do you work with patients? So we will have to adapt and grow. But I see that as life. We're always presented with challenges, and hopefully we make it through. Despite all these new challenges, there's a lot of good things to look forward to. For example, there's another thing Bob never did. Once in a blue moon, I would do some good dentistry. And you know Bob, he never thanked me. When we move into the clinic, there will be bad days. There will be good days too. When we're seeing people happy, putting a smile on their face, might be the motivation in itself to improve, to be better, to uphold these standards. See, affecting people's lives for good, that was one of the reasons all of us applied to dentistry, got into this profession. So that's something we get to do. A good friend of mine in upper year dentistry always says, we are just trying to change the world, one smile at a time. And you know what? We have achieved the right to earn that. See, as professionals, we need to know the difference between what we have the right to do and what we should do. Today, my classmates and I will take an oath, a promise that we will commit to honoring every day because of the responsibility and the impact we can have. Our position is one of trust in the community that is held to a higher ethical and moral standard than the average person. However, we didn't do this alone. As I look around this room, I see so many eyes filled with pride. Family, friends, professors, our whole community put in a lot of work for us to be here today. So this ceremony today is for all of us. It may not have been possible without you guys. So we will be needing your support in the coming years. As I have heard, it does not get easier. So from the class of 2021, thank you for being here today and celebrating this milestone for all of us. Thank you.
So the good news, Billawal, is you are now halfway through, well, not quite halfway through the 10,000 hours of training that it takes to create a dentist. Dentistry had that well in hand long before Malcolm Gladwell came up with the book and let everybody know about it. So it gives me great pleasure to move on to our musical interlude, and I'll call upon Dr. Sarah Olander, a grad of the College of Dentistry as well, to provide a performance for our musical interlude. Sarah. Wasn't that a wonderful interlude? Let's say thank you again. So it's time to get on with the show. I'd like to now call up Dr. Diego Ardengui, the Acting Associate Dean for the College of Dentistry, to announce the gifting of the white coats. And of course, if Dr. Uzwak and Dr. Stevens would come up to the stage, I'll join you there. Dr. Ardengui.
All right. So, class of 2021, congratulations on this day. You know, it has been 15 years that I graduated as a dentist, and this is a great profession that I love. Okay? Each day when I wake up, I think how fortunate I am to be part of this profession. This profession made me live in different parts of the planet and made me know so many people, making friendships that will last forever. The white coat ceremony celebrates and represents your passage from the pre-clinics to the clinics, and this change is loaded with social and clinical responsibilities. You know, we did not have a white coat ceremony in my school, so we did not have this tradition to celebrate the transition from pre-clinics to clinics. So this is the closest that I'm getting to be on a stage in a white coat ceremony. So it's my first time like you. Right? So transitioning from pre-clinics to clinics, it's a very important step in your career, and it's the first step that you have from many others, okay? Dentistry, it's a great profession, but it doesn't come without difficulties. You will have sometimes some sleepless nights, just trying to figure out what needs to be done for your patient. You may spend a lot of time away from your loved ones. However, just the satisfaction that comes after you figure things out for your patients will be so good that will make you forget about all the troublesomes that our profession may have. Okay? You need to remember that we want to serve our patients following the highest ethical principles, respecting them as human beings that have history and emotions. I remember the first patient that I provided treatment in my dental school, like what you're going to be doing soon. He was pretty relaxed. I remember him entering the dental school, entering the clinical floor, very relaxed, walking in a cool way, and I didn't understand that, you know. Perhaps he didn't know that he was my first patient, or perhaps he just trusted the dental school that I was in, okay? So, I don't know, and I will never know why he was relaxed, but I can tell you that I was freaking out, okay? So, it's normal, okay, don't worry. I remember listening to his social and health history, many things that people here already talk that you need to listen from your patients, okay? And those things made me connected to my patient in a deeper way. And instead of getting more nervous, I was actually getting more relaxed just with the connection. Okay? I wanted the best for him, and I wanted that he would be proud of me after the dental treatment. And although I had limitations, and you have limitations, I knew that I was doing the best for him, and if my best was not good enough, I would ask my friends, that is your professors and your instructors, and for help. As you know, we professors, we are here to help you. Even though sometimes it doesn't seem like that, but we want the best for you and for your patients. Okay? You'll see, you have many patients, they will trust you, and they will do the best for you too. I remember when I was doing my prosthodontics residency, and one day a patient of mine asked me what I would be doing on the long weekend. So I told her that I would be going to Seattle. So she looked at me, and she was a really nice senior patient of mine. She knew about my living situation. You know, I was a dental student. I didn't have any income, so I was just studying. And she told me, "You do not have a car, right?" And I said, "No, I don't have a car." And she told me, "You know, my husband and I will not need a car this weekend. Perhaps you can get our car to go to Seattle." And I was, of course, politely I said no, right? But you see, my point is that patients will like you a lot. They will also treat you very well, and they will care about you. And the same goes to your classmates. Okay? Even today, I remember my dental classmates, and I have to say that the persons who are sitting beside you, they'll be your friends for life. Okay? So take care of each other. Ask for help when you need it. You'll see that they will be very happy to help you. And at the same time that you ask for help, offer your help to your classmates. You'll see that the school experience is much better when you feel safe and you know that you can count on each other. In your new step, the clinical one, please remember to do the best you can following the ethical principles to your patients. Okay? Think about your patients, and if your patient misses an appointment at 9 a.m. in a minus 30 weather, don't feel bad or mad about that. Okay? You don't know what happens with patients. Sometimes they're having a problem that you don't know. Okay? And just finalize, you'll be working with people, and they will give you what, in my opinion, is one of the best things that our profession can give to us, a genuine smile and the best thank you that you can get. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so now it's your time. I will be asking a group of second-year students with the fourth-year cloakers to come in. They will present themselves and present their cloakers. So it's a tradition in our school that the second-year students from that the fourth-year students assist the second-year class in the coating ceremony. They will be serving as cloakers, welcoming them to the clinics, reinforcing this tradition. So, okay, I would like the second-year students to come here and present themselves and present their cloakers.
My name is Miriam Ali. I'm from Regina, and I'd like to introduce my cloaker, Lindsay Aspin.
Hi, I'm Cole Blischak. I'm from Estevan, and I'd like to introduce my cloaker, Ajacia Baker.
My name is Coca Blue. I'm from Saskatchewan, and I'd like to introduce my cloaker, Christopher Birch.
Hello, my name's On Joe. I'm from Moose Just Ask. I'd like to introduce my cloaker, Danica Bufoya.
Hi, my name is Jessie Cox. I'm from Strathmore, Alberta, and I'd like to introduce my cloaker, Jasmine Dollywall.
Hello, I'm Abdul El Rabbani. I'm from Mississauga, Ontario. I'd like to introduce my cloaker, Cassie Garrison.
Hi, my name is Rachel Ferraro. I'm from Saskatoon, and I'd like to introduce my cloaker, Kristen Kizar. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Alyssa Freitas. I'm from Regina, and I'd like to introduce my cloaker, Susanna Kim.
Hi, my name is Tanisha Garreau. I'm from Regina, and I would like to introduce my cloaker, Jessie Kirkpatrick.
Thank you. So I would like to ask the second-year students to give their coats to the fourth-year students, please. And starting the cloaking ceremony. So our second group, second year students, will come to the front again and present themselves and their cloakers.
Hi everyone, my name is Vanya Golubovic. I'm from Regina, Saskatchewan, and I'd like to introduce you to my cloaker, Sabrina Lamont.
Hey, I'm Connor Gorman. I'm from Regina, and I'd like to introduce my cloaker, Nicholas Lee.
Hi everyone, my name is Madison Hart. I'm from Saskatoon, and I would like to introduce my cloaker, Christy McPherson.
Hi, I'm Jordan Heisler, and I'm from Whitecourt, Alberta, and I'd like to introduce my cloaker, Zara Mova Hedzadeh.
Hello again. My name is Bilwal Hussein, and I am from Saskatoon. I'd like to introduce my cloaker, Tinashe Muchwangwa.
Hi, I'm Arvin Koshel. I'm from Regina, and I'd like to introduce my cloaker, Rihanna Olson.
Hi, I'm Richard Kirby. I'm from Saskatoon, and I'd like to introduce my cloaker, Josh Ray.
Hi, I'm Miles Kinch. I'm from Melfort, and I'd like to introduce my cloaker, Catherine Schulte.
Hi, I'm Alex Cost. I'm from Saskatoon, and I would like to introduce my cloaker, Amanda Sherman.
Thank you so much. So I'd like to ask the second year students to give the coat to their cloakers and have the coating ceremony. So I would like to invite our last group of, not last, but another group of second year students to come in front and then present themselves, okay, and their cloakers, please.
Hi, my name is Nicole Creel, and I'm from Prince Albert, and I'd like to introduce my cloaker, Whitney Sparrow.
Hi, my name's Cameron Levac. I'm from Kingston, Ontario, and I'd like to introduce you to my cloaker, Mary Tate.
Hi, my name is Amrita Lionel, and I'm from Regina, and I'd like to introduce my cloaker, Jenny Tebb.
Hi, I'm Caitlin Martinson. I'm from Rose Valley, Saskatchewan, and I'd like to introduce my cloaker, Dale Thompson.
Hi, I'm Joseph Peters. I'm from North Battleford, Saskatchewan, and I'd like to introduce my cloaker, Ken Tomchuk.
Hi, my name is Shazay Brandawa. I'm from Saskatoon, and I would like to introduce my cloaker, Eduardo Tover.
Hi, my name's Kyle Roslin. I'm from Regina, and I'd like to introduce my cloaker, Chris Vanderbush.
Hi, I'm Erica Seaback, and I'm from Saskatoon, and I'd like to introduce my cloaker, Jason Wong.
Hi, I'm Jill Thompson. I'm from Assiniboia, and this is my cloaker, Trevor Zlatnik.
My name is Kristen Tucker. I'm from Regina, and I'd like to introduce my cloaker, Lindsay Aspen.
My name is Davin Trong. I'm from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, and I would like to introduce my cloaker, Ajacia Baker.
My name is Alyssa Winiger, and I'm from Unity, Saskatchewan. I'd like to introduce my cloaker, Christopher Birch.
Hi, my name is Ace Young. I'm from Lloydminster, Saskatchewan, and I would like to introduce my cloaker, Danica Bafoya.
Thank you so much. I would like to ask the second year students to give the codes for the cloakers and then start the ceremony. Guys can greet. Congratulations. So, our sincerely thanks to Ding Dog Brathwaite, Acting Clinical Director Dr. Jerry Uzwak, and CDSS President Dr. Hillary Stevens for their participation in the coding ceremony. Dr. Uzwak, Dr. Stevens may return to their seats. And I would like to ask the class to come forward. And I would like to invite special guest, Dr. Craig Cost, to come to the stage to lead the second year students in the recitation of the Code of Conduct.
The Code of Professional Conduct. The College of Dentistry is a community comprising of students, faculty, and staff dedicated to personal and academic excellence. Choosing to join this community obligates each one of us to adhere to a code of professional behavior and gives us the right to be challenged to learn, but not to be abused, harassed, or humiliated. Membership in this community is not without obligation. Accordingly, I have adopted the following statement of principles to guide me throughout my academic, clinical, and research work. I will uphold both the spirit and letter of this code. As a member of the dental community, I will practice personal and academic integrity. I will respect the rights and dignity of patients, students, faculty, and support staff, and treat all persons with honesty, respect, fairness, and compassion. I will not make disparaging remarks about students, faculty, or support staff or their work. I will place the well-being of patients ahead of personal advancement. I will set patient care as the highest priority in the clinical setting. I will maintain patient confidentiality and will limit discussions of patients to appropriate settings. I will maintain high standards of ethical behavior and conduct myself in a manner befitting my profession at all times. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you so much, Dr. Cost. Now, I'll invite Dean Doug Brathwaite for the closing remarks.
The cream of the crop, standing in front of us here. Congratulations, class of 2021, and welcome to Clinic. So as the Year 2 students make their way back to their chairs, I just want to say a thank you to Dr. Greg Cost for leading the pledge today. Dr. Cost is also a member of the illustrious class of 1984. And Greg, a special thank you from the school. I believe it's now 29 or 30 years that you've been giving your time at the school as an instructor. Thank you very much. So that draws to a close our white coat ceremony for 2019. I will thank the dignitaries for coming out and giving your time to us. We truly appreciate you, your presence here and watching our students take their pledge and their next step forward. I will invite everyone to please join us at our reception at the University Club, which I think, if I'm not mistaken, is around to the corner this way. Kelly's pointing in a different direction. Ask at the door. Yeah, north, south, east, west was never my strength. Great thank you to staff and faculty who are here, and to the parents, family, and loved ones that have come out to support our second-year students today. Thank you very much for giving some time and being out. I will ask the second-year students to please stay behind for a group photo. Everybody else, please come and join us at the University Club. Thank you very much.